Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. We have over 400 audios on a variety of topics dealing with coaching and social issues. Hopefully, there's something that is of benefit to you today. We are going to discuss um, a couple of things, but basically, green flags in dating. So, we spend so much time talking about red flags in dating that sometimes green flags or good signs in dating are something we might forget. And so, if you are going back into the dating world, because it's changed a lot, even over the last 5 years, certainly over the last 10 or 20 years, people that are going back into the dating world after divorce or after a long term relationship are shocked at how different things are and kind of more sexually liberal than they might have been, or more loose fitting than they might have been, underdefined, all sorts of things. But I work with people all over the country, all over North America, matter of fact, um, on kind of dating coaching and life and relationship and business coaching. So if that's something that would benefit you, please feel free to reach out. There's two ways to do that. You can do it here on the YouTube page. Just go to the About Me section, click my website link, and ta-da, there you go. Or you can go on Twitter at PO Perception and check us out there. Send me a DM. We can do that way. So there's about 6 things I want to run through in this particular situation. The first is if the conversation flows as easily as in person as it does online or through text. So, easy flowing conversation is usually a sign that there's some level of emotional connection between two parties. And the easier conversation flows, the time will go by really quickly. I remember going on a couple first dates years ago where it's like, hey, we showed up at say 7 o'clock, and before we knew it, we were leaving at like 11 o'clock, and it felt like we'd been there for 15 minutes. And so, when that happens, it's a sign that there's compatibility, at least in terms of worldview or hobbies or something that you can investigate the possibility of doing this again. Remember, your intuition will always tell you, hey, this was a good idea, this was a bad idea, and there are some signs along the way, but always listen to your gut instinct about any dating experience. Active listening, your willingness to actively listen to them and glean information from them, but also their willingness to do the same for you. The level of investment of a person on an emotional level during a date is an indicator of how much they may or will be interested and engaged further into further dating experiences. So, when a person has, for example, the willingness to listen and then ask follow up questions and ultimately be just present in the dating experience, it's much better than if they're kind of aloof or reaching for their phone or doing things fidgeting and all that. The more involved a person is in the dating process, the more likely it is that they're actually into you versus just into the date aspect or getting the attention. The next thing is kindness. Kindness to others in the place you are, letting them go in front, smiling at them, being kind to them, maybe starting up, a 30-second small talk conversation, asking how they are, how their day is going, that kind of thing. If you're in a restaurant or a place where there's someone providing service, that they're kind to the other person, that they're considerate, they use some degree of manners, please and thank you, that sort of thing. All of these are, and also the tone that goes along with those. So, I mean, it's completely irrelevant to be like, hey, thank you, and you're mean about it or you're abrupt about it. So the body language they use when they're kind to others is also important, but just a general vibe of relaxed kindness is running through the date as it relates to you, but also as it relates to other people. The next thing to consider is how relaxed you feel. So if you feel that the relationship has potential or the connection has potential, you're going to feel relaxed. You're going to feel like you can be honest and open with the person. You're going to feel like they are paying attention to you. You're going to feel like you can kind of enjoy being around them and not look at the clock and not want to be out of there and just be relaxed in body language, in mindset, the conversation's flowing free. You don't feel rushed, you don't feel judged, and all of these things kind of come together into a cornucopia of just general relaxation in what can be a very awkward um, state of state of affairs. Dating is often challenging and anxiety and panic inducing for many people for a variety of reasons. The next is that you have their full attention and they have yours. The propensity of people to hop on their phones or to excuse themselves and go make phone calls or all of that is just a mess. Personally, it's my personal policy with my clients that unless you have children, you are off your phone during a date. It's disrespectful not to give a person your complete attention, and ultimately, if it's going to cost you that much to be present for a few hours away from your phone, then maybe your focus on dating is less than you thought. Now, if you have, for example, a sick child or something work related, then checking every hour or half hour is appropriate, but telling your date in the beginning, hey, I'm going to check 2 or 3 times throughout our evening, hope that doesn't bother you, I'll be right back with you, and keeping them abreast of how you do that is appropriate. But this bad habit that people have, and it's people of all ages. A lot of people say it's just millennials and Gen Zers and all that. No, it's people of all ages that are technology dependent, and it destroys the dating process. It destroys the ability of connection, and the bigger problem is it can affect the self esteem and the signals sent about future dating. Which, why are you there if you don't want to pursue the possibility of building something with someone? The last thing is you smile and you're relaxed after they leave. You want to share it with your friends or your best friend or somebody that matters to you. You're relaxed. Your body language remains relaxed. You smile when you think of them, and you're already thinking of things to talk to them about on a next possible date or when you text them or when you interact with them again. These are all signs that, hey, green flag, dating was a good idea. This date was a good idea. So hopefully that's helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.